All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. Today's a great day, but that being said, I absolutely hate when I get lied to, when the people of the altcoin daily community get taken advantage of. Because this news right here, this is an absolute lie. It is being wildly reported that the president of China and the Chinese government is again becoming bearish on cryptocurrency, even calling cryptocurrency an unregistered security, financial fraud, and an illegal Ponzi with a video to back it up. Now it got huge likes and shares on Twitter less than 48 hours ago, as well as being picked up by every major cryptocurrency news site, as well as Yahoo Finance. And I love when the mainstream media picks up news about cryptocurrency, but the problem is that this story is simply not true. So the original story, the breaking news, was this. Just in, today, which is about 24 hours ago, this broke. Today, the CCTV1, China's official channel, featured another investigative work on cryptocurrency on a channel which I would consider the 60 Minutes or even a higher profile TV program for China. Many attributing this to why we're seeing this negative price action for Bitcoin. Now, if you fell for this, don't blame yourself. Crypto Twitter can be very convincing, but that's why you have me. That's why you have this channel. And of course, that's why you have these other Twitterers who actually pointed out this information first. Just in, this video is from 2017. Hey, whatever gets the people to click and follow, it's nasty. How is this just in if the video is from 2017? Yes. Now the problem is reporting on this negative information. This gets the clicks. And whether this is from 2017 or some people saying that this video is actually from 2014, I remember seeing this video in 2017. Either way, until we get some actual concrete evidence, China is still very much pro-bullishness on cryptocurrency. They're teaching about Bitcoin in the schools, Ethereum in the schools. And let's not kid ourselves, they're very bullish on blockchain, meaning creating their own national digital asset. So maybe one day they could eventually flip back. I wouldn't put that past China at all. But the reason we're seeing this negative price action from Bitcoin in these last 4 months is one, because it's part of any healthy market cycle. We had 5 months of bullish action. 4 months of bearish action is nothing new for any market. We're still up over 120% from the beginning of this year. Also, we are beginning to see miner capitulation, meaning even though mining difficulty has never been harder, right? We show you that hash rate all the time. The hash rate has never been stronger. The security of Bitcoin has never been stronger. It's very difficult to mine, yet the price of Bitcoin keeps going down, which means that miners are capitulating, at least the small ones, meaning more sell pressure for Bitcoin in the short term. So point is, we'll see. In my opinion, this negative price action, this bearish momentum from Bitcoin, it's not from China. It's part of any natural Bitcoin market cycle. And I like that most of you do, but make sure you watch to the very end of today's video. I have big news involving Grayscale, Bitcoin, and the SEC. And a breaking news coming out of PayPal getting into cryptocurrency. They got out of Libra, now they're getting into cryptocurrency. But to finish up on the Bitcoin price, I have some perspective that Plan B just tweeted. There's a lot of FUD right now about miner capitulation. But to put this in perspective, the fact is that 6 months before the 2012 halving, we were above difficulty model value. In 2016, we were below difficulty model value, and right now we are spot on. So it's not like we haven't seen things like this before. And also, just to point out, I'm looking at a 2% difficulty adjustment next Thursday, so mining will get slightly easier by 2% next Thursday. So cheer up. I appreciate that perspective. And keep in mind, possibly the biggest trick these whales could pull going into next year, going into May 2020, is if the Bitcoin price action just gets bearish and bearish and bearish, leading every single news site to perpetuate the fact that, hey, Bitcoin's probably dead again. That could very well easily happen. Hey, don't invest anything that you're not willing to hold for at least 5 years. It's my opinion. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. You do not want to miss one of our daily videos. But that being said, let's get to the news. Breaking news today, PayPal has just joined the $4.2 million round for a crypto banking compliance startup. Because financial institutions, meaning banks, I mean, there's not only regulatory hurdles, but technological barriers to entry from keeping banks out of cryptocurrency. And whether you want banks in cryptocurrency, whether you want it or not, they are getting in. And PayPal is putting a lot of money banking on that financial institutions are going full steam ahead on making their own cryptocurrencies. Well, thank goodness for financial institutions out there, because addressing those concerns with clear-eyed data is how compliance startup TRM Labs wants to accelerate the institutional embrace of crypto. And that's why a group of investors are backing the blockchain analytics firm to the tune of $4.2 million in new funding. So how specifically is PayPal involved in this? Well, in a direct quote from the CEO and co-founder of TRM Labs, many might consider this the unsexy plumbing of the financial system, and this meaning blockchain analytics, the unsexy plumbing for financial systems. But it's what allows crypto adoption to thrive. We're helping financial institutions to think through crypto's potential as well as to mitigate any of the associated risks. And PayPal is very interested in this. Not only PayPal, but the slate of investors include Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian is Institutional Capital, his firm, SF Stalwart Blockchain Capital, and a new strategic partner, PayPal Ventures. Now, to put this in perspective, the only other time PayPal has gotten into cryptocurrency and actually just got out of cryptocurrency, this is only the second blockchain-related investment disclosed by PayPal Ventures. The first was in April of 2019, and it comes just a month after PayPal itself withdrew from the Facebook-tied Libra Association. So this, quite possibly, for better or worse, could be a major catalyst for institutions getting into crypto, maybe creating their own crypto/digital assets. But you know what? The only thing they can't recreate is Bitcoin. Pretty interesting. Next piece of news, Grayscale has just filed a form to become the first Bitcoin fund to report directly to the SEC. Yikes. Or is it yikes? Let's find out the details. Publicly traded Bitcoin fund Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, you know them as GBTC, as a way for institutional investors as well as your average Joe to invest in a Bitcoin trust, filed Form 10 with the United States SEC to become the first crypto fund to report to regulators. And as far as what this means for you, Grayscale announced in a blog post on November 19th that if the filing will be deemed effective by the SEC, if they approve it, several aspects of the fund's operations could change. So let's talk about it in the event of an approval. Should the SEC accept Grayscale's filing, it would designate the fund as an SEC reporting company and obligate Grayscale to register its shares under the Exchange Act. Furthermore, as many institutions block investors from considering trusts based on SEC approval, Grayscale eligible investor audience could widen. The SEC auditing standards would also be applied to Grayscale. So I would give the SEC more control in auditing such standards from Grayscale, but would also open up Grayscale to a lot of eligible investors, which many institutions are blocking right now based on regulatory uncertainty. So I'd say this is a bit of a green flag just to open up people to getting in and investing in Bitcoin. A bit of a green flag, because obviously it's the SEC and who knows what they're going to do. I would also say this is a major green flag if you're an accredited investor. The firm also noted that accredited investors will benefit if the filing is approved. Accredited investors who have previously purchased shares in the trust's private placement would have an early liquidity opportunity, as the statutory holding period of their private placement shares would be reduced from 12 to 6 months. So pushing past this mumbo jumbo, some of you might scoff by saying, okay, wow, keeping the accredited investors rich and the average shalom poor, if this is a huge benefit to accredited investors. But in my opinion, yes, anybody can invest in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, but the average Joe, I feel, is just going to buy Bitcoin off an exchange, and it really is a lot more geared towards institutional investors / companies. So we'll see. Possibly it might even lead to more clarity from the SEC. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. That's the video for today. My name's Austin. Like always, I'll see you tomorrow.